Hello and welcome back to the Spook House. I'm already stumbling over my words. How you doing, fellas?
Doing good. Happy to be here. This is crazy. What an honor.
I didn't even hear you stumble.
I didn't hear you either.
I wish I would have, though.
So yeah, we're just gonna do a little hangout, talk about some tapes. I don't know if you guys saw, but I titled this like Video Store Parking Lot Episode 1. Could there be more in the future? Maybe.
Who knows?
Could be potentially a thing.
We're just doing burnouts in the parking lot, talking about tapes. It is 1986, and I feel good.
I knew this kid who bought like an Impala or whatever, like a Chevy Impala, and he was doing burnouts in the Dairy Mart parking lot in Levittown, and he crashed his car, brand spanking new, right into the fence. Or no, right into, it was near the fences, but it was like those snow plows, for the winter. They were out. Yeah, he just totaled his new car.
Yikes!
Idiot.
Always a classy move.
Yeah, he was kind of a douche anyway. So
yeah, well deserved. He had it coming.
So John, end of season 1 of Tapeheads United.
Yeah, end of season 1.
Yeah, how you feeling?
Good. On to season 2. I just brought on Ray, Absolute Misery, on Instagram. If you guys don't know him,
he's a cool dude.
Yeah, and season 2 actually kicks off June 4th. We are due for a longer season. We have a lot more guests and returning guests, actually. It's going to be a fun time. We got some new things in the works. It's going to be fun.
Hell yeah.
Oh, and it's sponsored by Thrifted Horror. If you enter Tapeheads United, you get free shipping, all caps, Tapeheads United.
Oh, hey, okay.
No way.
ThriftedHorror.com, free shipping.
Damn, you beat us to sponsors, man. We don't even have sponsors.
It helps to know people. It helps to know people.
I like when people in the community kind of work together. So that's pretty. It's pretty rad.
We're trying to get like Blue Chew.
Blue Chew.
Well, the thing is, we did have on Target. We had on Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
But they had to drop out because we're too vulgar.
Come get the Spook House platter down at the Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel.
We have that charcuterie board. Like
charcuterie board.
Charcuterie. Never mind.
I got you.
No, it's stupid.
It's awful. I hate it.
No, that's super cool. I remember us talking about it when you were coming up with the inception of the Tapeheads podcast, and you were like, "Yeah, it's gonna be kind of like a monthly thing," and then it kind of changed from that, and people were into it, and you kept on. I like how you said you were gonna do something, and you did it.
Thank you.
I commend that.
That was my goal. I was like, I can't reach out to all these people and not do it. I'm just going to feel like embarrassed if it doesn't happen. So I pretty much just forced myself into this, and it's working. It's great.
No, I love the show. I've watched every episode. It's a lot of fun. I always walk away with like new movie recommendations. There's always stuff I've never seen. So
you know what disturbed me though? Phil's lack of ability to play Hangman. That I was like, when's the last time you played Hangman?
You really never know until you're in the hot seat. That's
exactly.
When I was on the edge of my seat.
When I was watching it back, maybe because I already knew the answers, I was like, it's Malignant, you idiot.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on.
Which was a great pull.
You said you hate it.
But yes, it is different when you're playing the game.
For sure.
Oh yeah, I suck at Hangman.
It's fun. I don't like being in the hot seat for it. It's too hard.
It's always luck with Hangman. I mean, I don't know how strategic people can be, but I'm just throwing out letters.
Yeah. Let me get a Z.
Ashley says, ain't no way after the trash talk he talked last time we were in a Cracker Barrel. Congrats on the sponsors. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, you worked.
I mean,
the people at Cracker Barrel, they're good people.
They are.
They're good, happy people.
Yep. A good old boy grandpa breakfast. Some of the best hash browns I've ever had. That gravy is mean and lean.
That biscuits and gravy.
Sure, yeah.
Doug, guess what? You'll be here a week from now.
1 week, baby.
God.
1 fucking week. Daddy is coming to North Carolina.
Just tell that pilot to fly directly into my arms.
I'm gonna jump out. I'm gonna slide down that like tube out of the plane, and I'm gonna just jump.
In the arms of an angel.
That's a depressing song.
Is it? Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's on the ASPCA commercials.
Yeah. Forget I said
unless Phil plans on euthanizing me, then that might work.
That may be his plan.
But no, Fear Fest is gonna be. I've never been to North Carolina. Fear Fest is gonna be pretty wild. The Toxic Coffin Boys are gonna be there.
That's cool.
We're gonna be they're really cool dudes representing.
Nice. Lost Boys? I can't tell.
Yeah, Lost Boys.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Toxic Coffin shirt.
Yeah, really, really cool dudes. We did like a interview episode with them like a month ago or a couple weeks ago. I don't even remember the time frame, but they're always rad. Their shirts are rad. Very down to earth, which is good to be.
Oh yeah, and it was really cool to see like the ins and outs of like their start to where they are now. That was really cool.
Yeah.
It's always fun to hear like your startup story and like see where you are now. It's fun.
Yeah. I think there's such a big presence in the horror community that it's kind of like, especially the way we look at behind the scenes stuff like that and watch interviews. I'm sure other people do it too. It's kind of cool to shed light on some of the people like we actually know about.
For sure.
Which I guess that's also what your show is about too, because it's everyone from the community and it's fun to watch. It's fun to hear people talk about movies.
Yeah. Just a silly, goofy time. That's what it's all about. Just hanging out, talking tapes.
Hell yeah, baby.
Hey, speaking of tapes, I want to kick it off with this question. Let's go back to the start. So, John, what was your childhood video store? What's your earliest video store memories?
So I had a massive video. I don't know if any of you ever heard of it.
Never heard of it.
It might have just been my town's video store. I think I've seen like 2 others when I was a kid. But yeah, I just remember walking in. There was like a little like playground as you walked in where parents just put their kids as they search for the movie. It was cool.
No way. Hands-free video shopping.
Yeah, it was cool. They even had like the adult room in the back. It was pretty funky. I always, what's back there, huh? What's
with
back
the beaded curtain?
Yeah, it was either behind a curtain or they had like the black slip cases above them so you can't see.
So it was behind like a curtain. Yeah.
Sick.
Adults only. Yeah.
When I was a kid, there was this gas station pretty close to my neighborhood. It was like a rundown country looking gas station. And they had like a porn section in the back. Because me and my buddy were like, whoa. Because we could like kind of peek around the corner and
what are those?
I wonder what's behind those black bars on them.
but I was like, wow, what a concept. Like a small gas station.
Yeah.
And you could rent some porn too.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I saw porn, I didn't realize it was going to go down this route, but it was in a convenience store. Kind of like almost like Phil was saying, it was like this convenience store and they had like Hustler magazine, they had Playboy, and it was like behind these, it was like the regular magazines, and then you had the Playboy magazines, which were kind of blocked by something, so you couldn't see it, but we would always like look at them and fuck around. But like convenience store. Porn is a convenience.
Street for me still has like those porn mags with like the DVDs in them, like the little sampler packs.
Where do you go?
Like, huh? Yeah, it's still a thing.
I used to work at a Books A Million in like 2008, and I can't tell you how many magazines I found in the restrooms that were just like ripped apart, and they took the porn DVDs out.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Jerk off at home. Why would you want? Some people get off on the voyeurism, but like, hey, you're in private anyway. You're in a fucking bathroom. It's locked. No one's gonna catch you.
I really need these 1-second clips. Like what?
T-Town video.
Mr. Terror says pre-hysteria. I rented that so much as a kid. T-Town video. Nice.
We didn't have T-Town video over here.
No.
I had a place called Network Video and Best Video. They specialized in beta tapes.
Oh, that's
See,
cool.
the beta thing was before my time.
Yeah, it was when I was born, it was VHS tapes and that was it. Beta was kind of not really around.
Yeah.
Good idea, Robert. Behind the Beaded Curtain needs to be a documentary. Yeah,
That's a cool title.
That is. Somebody make that.
We can make it. I have a GoPro.
Oh, Jesus. What you got in these magazines?
So, John, do you have any betas?
I do have beta, actually. Do you want me to show
you? Sure.
1 second.
I know Doug has a beta.
I have one beta, and it's one of my favorite movies of all time, thanks to you. I am not. Imagine I told you I sold it.
Oh God, I'd be pretty upset. I think
No,
that was
I
like
only
your Christmas or birthday,
something like that. I only sold tapes that like Holly got me Blood Diner. That's not. It's a gift, so like I don't want to sell it.
Sure, yeah, but yeah, I got you Fright Night. I don't think we.
Hell yeah! I don't even. It's just on display. I don't have a beta player or anything, but
I don't either yet. I'm still trying to figure out. I got some VCR issues I could deal with before I get a Betamax player.
Aren't they like so
I got Fright Night.
Oh, we were just talking about that.
Yeah,
that's the only one I have.
Reanimator.
Sick. I like. They're very cute.
Yeah, they're nice and teeny. I love them.
Yeah, little cuties.
Like, isn't the player like what was the point of beta before VHS? Like, how do they differ? I don't really know anything about beta.
I think the only difference is VHS can hold more film.
Yeah, I think you're right. But yeah, I don't know. I think it was kind of like sort of like the same way that DVD and Blu-ray is a thing. It was just a kind of an upgrade. And by the way, now he's back. Sorry,
don't even mention it.
You guys like leaked out. I was like, okay, I guess I'm going dark.
Now, the aliens brought you back. You're good.
Yeah.
But yeah, VHS I feel like was in our era.
Yeah.
So it was a lot easier to come by.
Mm-hmm.
But we had Blockbuster Video. That was like my home turf, my home go-to video store. And then I used to go to this one called Total Video.
Oh, that's cool.
In my it was either that or Blockbuster or Total Video if Blockbuster didn't have what I wanted. Because sometimes the new releases would be like sold out. Mm-hmm. You'd have to get it from somewhere else. I remember renting I saw Superbad like 3 times in the theater, and then I rented it when it came out in 2007. Weirdly enough, that's the same day I got my first headache that I could remember.
Really?
Yeah. I remember.
Huh. That's
man,
kind of crazy.
Yeah, the first time I ever took Advil for like self-recorded headache, I guess. But
your ability to pull like extreme details from a memory is unmatched. That was my first headache.
Because it made such an impact in my life. I was like, oh, I never felt this before. My mom was like, take Advil. Beta had higher resolution compared to VHS.
Okay.
So why did VHS win the battle then?
Maybe more expensive to make. Maybe somehow.
I couldn't tell you.
Beta had higher playtime, 5+ hours compared to VHS 2.5. All right.
Why was
interesting
VHS the next thing then? That's weird.
Usually it goes from like bulky to not. Sorry.
Maybe this has something to do with it. Beta was expensive.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, tapes are like plastic pieces of garbage anyway.
Either or.
I saw some custom betas not long ago. I didn't know picture was better.
I'm always looking out for beta players when I'm thrifting. Yet to find one though. Yeah, it says VHS
cross VCRs. Yeah.
So yeah, it just came down to like cost.
I guess.
Production.
I feel like VCRs are so much easier to find.
Yeah.
I have 4 VCRs in my closet. I just keep acquiring them.
They're so fucking cheap.
Yeah. I can get them at Savers for like $3. It's like
for now. I mean,
for now.
I mean, they're not producing any new VCRs. So do you think, let's say 10, 20 years from now, VCRs are going to be like,
Holy
possibly. I mean, I know when I was looking for like a TV VCR combo during the pandemic, there was I went to like Best Buy. Like I was just curious, and they sell like TV VCR combos at Best Buy, brand new, but like it's way too much fucking money.
Yeah, what are they, like a couple $100s?
Yeah, something like that.
Wait, you said that was what year?
2020?
No way.
Yeah, I was shocked because I didn't see any, but I guess I don't know. I guess if there's still people on this earth like that boomer generation that like grew up with it also. So like once they die out, I feel like potentially VCRs and VHS could potentially that's like we're keeping it alive and people who like that stuff, but it'll probably be completely extinct in like Best Buy or Target or something.
Yeah.
So Mr. Terror says there's some component they can't remake.
Okay.
I find that hard to believe.
Cassette tapes are coming back. Yes, they are.
Because they still make tape head cleaners for your VCR, unless those are just old stock. But you can get them on Amazon.
Yeah, you could get them on Amazon. I don't know if it could be old, but you could also find those in the thrift shop too. Those are hanging around like those Maxell tape cleaners or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my first video store was A1 Video, Snow Hill, North Carolina.
A1.
Ooh.
That's where I think it's like a Chinese restaurant now. I don't go back home often, but whenever I do, I just ride by there and I'm like, man, had some good times in there.
Yeah, my Blockbuster is a Mattress Firm, the one in my hometown.
I'm convinced those stores are like drug laundering money fronts.
Oh yeah, you're not wrong. No one's ever in there.
Yeah. Are mattresses, do they sell that much?
Oh, for sure. You gotta. Because
maybe like online sales
before you buy it. It's not like this shirt doesn't fit. It's like I'm buying this bed and I have to have it for a couple of years. You might as well lay on it, you know.
That's what you'd think. But there's no one ever walking around these stores.
No.
Yeah, but just mattresses, I don't see it.
Drugs. Definitely cartel energy.
It's kind of like when people sell Black Diamond Disney VHS on eBay for $3,000. I'm like, oh, that's a drug transaction or something.
Yes.
That dude just lost his house because he owes a lot of drug money. He needs to pay the supplier.
Yes.
I used to have a friend who sold drugs and who almost got his ass kicked for owing money.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, we were. I didn't really hang around with the best crowd, but I didn't. I was never privy to any of that stuff most of the time. But that one I was.
You never see a car in the lot ever. No, you don't. What's up, Zach?
Hey, what's up, baby? It's like the employees are fucking robots.
Yeah.
Maybe they're cyborgs.
Fake payroll.
Yeah.
Paying them. But really,
well, if they're robots, you don't even need to pay them.
That's true. I was saying if it was like a drug run, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah.
It's all under the table.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever get the posters from your video store? Because at mine, if you went up to the cashier and you were like, hey, I really want that whatever Hellraiser poster, they'd be like, okay, we'll write your name on the back. And whenever we take it down to put up new posters, we'll give it to you.
That's cool.
I wish.
I would write down my name and phone number. I didn't get a Hellraiser poster, by the way.
Good example.
That was just a random example.
But
that is cool though.
I do have something that has someone's name on the back, so it must be.
I bet that's what it is.
This says hold for Danielle.
Okay.
So that it must be from the video store.
Huh.
Or maybe a movie theater. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean it's a Titanic thing, so yeah, it could be a movie theater, or it could be. That's the second time I broke that out.
I was gonna say, is that Titanic again?
Damn right, baby.
Damn right.
Yeah, it could be a video store. Who knows? It was at a thrift shop for $10, so it was worth it.
Take it. Why not?
But
And yes, we have seen the trailer for In a Violent Nature. We are very excited about it. Have you seen that, John? The trailer?
I've only
for that?
seen like, was there like a little promo before the trailer? Because I only saw like little bits and pieces.
I mean, that's all you need, really.
Okay. I heard someone was throwing up in the theater.
Yeah, I mean, I don't believe those headlines. I don't know about you guys. Aside from Terrifier 2, because there were like real pictures and videos of people like having the EMTs catered to them. But I don't really. I mean, Terrifier 2 definitely pushed the limits for sure. Looking forward to seeing what
they were probably just fucking hammered drunk in the theater. And just threw up.
It's because the movie's so gross, right? No, he's just drunk.
Yeah, it's the wrong context.
In a Violent Nature does look pretty gnarly. It's pretty cool looking from what I saw.
Zach wants to know, do you have Hollywood chainsaw hookers back there?
I do not. No, actually.
Me neither.
I wish I did.
Yeah, that's a very difficult tape to find. And people are selling that one for like an insane amount of money.
I just bought today Killer Clowns Media, though.
Hey, okay.
Whoa.
Yeah. Got
How
a
much
pretty good deal on it.
What's that?
I got a pretty good deal on it. It's kind of the later release of the media. There's like an 88 version and an 89 version.
Yeah, they have two different quotes on it.
Yeah, it's like something bozos, and then like the other one's like Harlequins or something like that.
Yeah.
How
much was the deal you got on it?
I don't know if I should say. Doug. Jeez.
I mean, when I bought mine, I paid like $120 for it.
Oh, okay. I got mine for $180.
Not bad. I thought you were gonna say like north of 200.
No, he was saying in between like 180 and 200. So I was like, "How about 180?" He's like, "Yeah, sure."
Take the lower option.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you guys Phil does. So Funeral Vision on Instagram. One of the coolest dudes.
He is.
Yeah, he found Killer Clowns Media copy for like $1 in the thrift shop.
I saw that.
Cool.
I like had to message him. I'm like, dude, that's the best find ever. But like, also, I hate you, but also you deserve it. That's incredible.
Like, get home quick before you get struck by lightning, sir, because you are a lucky man right now.
Have you guys ever found something in the thrift shop where like it was like such like a big find where you kind of like look around and you're like, are people seeing this right now? Like,
yeah.
Am I alone?
Or you feel bad for handing 50 cents to the cashier?
Yeah.
You're like, here you go. I'll
like,
take
are you
sure?
Okay.
I'm gonna walk out the door now.
Don't call the cops.
Sure, this says 50 cents, not $50.
Yeah. So what was everyone's best recent thrift find? Because it is getting harder to get lucky these days.
I think mine was like a year ago, and I got like Near Dark, and it was crispy clean.
It's a good find.
That's as good as it gets around me. Like, I don't have many options on the shelves. Like, my shelves are like this skinny and like maybe like 5 feet tall in the thrift stores.
Damn.
And they're
Those like little nooks and crannies.
Or like Westerns or movies that I already have, like E.T. or Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Whole lot of those. Yeah, I don't even.
A lot.
We go to a couple places out on Long Island, but they never. Occasionally they re-up. There's this one person over here in this place called Milo's Toys. And there's some decent stuff in there. I mean, we saw like Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, the Video Treasures copy. There's a Near Dark in there. There's a Night of the Demons 2. There's an Evil Speak in there that we saw. My friend Steve found Ice Cream Man.
Really? That's cool.
For but thrift store prices or...
Oh, I scratched that.
Well, that doesn't count. Then.
Here's the catch.
Okay.
That doesn't count.
Okay. Ice Cream Man was not behind the case. So Ice Cream Man could count. That was like, I think it was like $25 or like 15, something crazy.
If it's above $1, doesn't
$1? Fuck.
Yeah.
All right. The only
because Because even Near Dark was $4 at a Savers.
Yeah, that's
Like
a really good find for Near Dark.
Yeah.
Mr. Terror says, I found Gates of Hell at a thrift shop. 25 cents.
Woo, that's a steal right there, baby.
Dude.
I found The Stepfather for $1 at Island Thrift over here.
Really?
That was a good find. I'm trying to think of like thrifty thrift prices.
Thrifty.
So I got one for you. About a year ago, I found.
Yeah, fuck you.
Doug, you know about this one. I found Near Dark, Lost Boys, an HBO release of Evil Dead, all for like 75 cents.
Are you kidding me? HBO release Evil Dead is like what? Like easily, I want to say like $70 now, maybe?
Yeah.
Something crazy like that.
Yeah.
That was another one where I was like,
holy crap.
okay, they got me on camera. Like,
Oh,
This is a trick. Am I being punked? Ashton!
when are the cameras coming out?
The Evil Dead is a great find. It's very hard to find that version in person. I think I saw like the regular version with Ash on it for like, I don't know, still like $20 or something.
Yeah.
oh, and on that day, I also found Evil Dead 2, an original release of that.
Oh, the Vestron, right?
Restaurant? Nice.
So that was a thank you, tape gods.
Do you think maybe someone like dropped off like part of their collection or something? Maybe.
I don't know.
Hmm.
And I mean, whenever people ask, like, hey, which thrift stores have the best tapes? It's like, well, it doesn't really work like that because I went to a thrift store today at 2:00, but at 4:00, somebody could walk in with a box of holy shit tapes and they're out there the next day. So it's kind of all about consistency.
Yeah, and then you're there and you're like, all right, I'll check back next week, and those massive tapes are already gone.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that Funeral Vision doesn't live that far from me, too. He lives in Providence.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That tape very close to me. So
You got to start going out to Providence.
yeah, yes, yes.
So I found out not too long ago that Mr. Terror lives in Raleigh. So now I know where all my tapes are going. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
The hunt is on, my friend.
You have a lot of good places around you.
He's going to be like walking into a thrift store and be hiding in the bushes, snipe him out real quick.
It's going to be like Jingle All the Way. Fucking Sinbad and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Give me the tapes now.
Give me the tapes now.
May the best win. Yeah, exactly. Robert says, just friends reference. Yes, that was Robert. Don't you think it didn't slip me by?
Always got to call out Just Friends.
Love that movie.
It is a classic. Yeah, that's like the only. I mean, the cheapest tapes I've gotten were like, comedy movies, stuff like that. Horror movies, it's very hard to find for cheap randomly out in the wild. At least here, I mean, we even went to a couple. Me, Holly, and Steve went to a couple of like porn shops, and they had like, well, first of all, they had crazy shit.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, and then in the back they have like they did have VHS, and we were digging around, but like it was all weird porn. Yeah. So we kind of missed the buck on that one.
Is VHS porn? I guess there's a market for that.
People collect that.
A lot of people do.
What's like Killer Clown's media version of porn?
Like I'd have to say like Debbie Does Dallas or something like that with a big title.
Deep Throat.
Deep Throat 6ix9ine.
Maybe like an original release of the Tom and Pammy tape.
Oh, possibly, yeah. Like the OG.
Know.
That's true.
My dad had a tape called Butthole Surfing. It was like this red tape. And do you remember that, Phil?
Of course, yeah. How could I forget that title?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the tape.
I mean, I didn't watch Butthole Surfing, but this was a tape you found in your dad's closet when you were a kid. I did find the cover and sent it. I sent it to you.
Oh yes, yeah. It was a weird. It was the first porn I've ever watched.
Up, dudes.
It was.
Yeah.
Me and a couple of friends wanted to watch. Hey, what's going on, dude?
EHS and Toys. What's up, Melanie? What's up?
Hey.
Thank you for joining. Yeah. Robert says you need You need to become friends with someone who works at one, have them sell you when stuff comes in. That's a good idea.
We so Steve
do like a
found
drug
this
deal
place-
in the back of the store.
Yeah.
Like, get this
Yeah. We got that new brain damage in.
It's like Pulp Fiction at the end. They open the briefcase and the gold light hits you. It's like, we happy? Oh, we happy.
That's how I feel at VHS Fest. Just being bombarded with so many tapes and I have no money.
Oh man.
But it's worth it.
I'm gonna be selling some of my tapes at Fear Fest. So I'm gonna hate to let them go, but need some money.
Unfortunately, it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fortunately, bills are real.
But you can always get the tapes back. That's what after selling a bunch of mine, you do what you need to do and then you get them back.
Yeah. And also, I always have great conversations every year at Fear Fest with people that are hyped to find a copy of something and share a cool little memory, a cool story, give them a fair price on it, and the tape goes to their collection.
Yeah, it goes to a good
circle
home.
of life.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make you less of a collector if you do sell tapes. I don't like that connotation. Like, oh, you're getting rid of all these things. Are you not a fan anymore? Like, no, sometimes life happens and shit happens and you gotta
people need to find new things to gatekeep if they're actually like, oh, you sell your tapes. It's like,
why are you selling your tapes?
Hey, if you want to pay my fucking bills next month, by all means.
Hey, you want to?
I will forward someone my National Grid emails. I will gladly do that.
Right. God.
But it's very fun to watch someone like collect stuff for the first time, like Phil was saying, and you're making their day by them finding something that they're super hyped on.
Yeah, I've sold tapes to like 12-year-old kids before that are like, what's this? I'm like, oh, it's VHS. And they buy it just because they think the art is cool and it's interesting to them. And I fucking love that. I'm so happy to sell a kid their first copy of Scream or something. Yeah.
And same thing. Like, I mean, that's how we discovered a lot of movies back in our day, just going to Blockbuster, looking at the art and being like, this is cool. This is interesting. Let's take it home and see what it's all about. And you get hooked on it. And then same thing. I mean, honestly, that never stops. I mean, there's plenty of movies that I don't know about that I've seen out while thrifting and just bought it based on the cover or, the plot synopsis on the back and wound up liking it or disliking it. But that's like the whole thing of collecting and liking movies and discovering new things. Like, it's the best part about it.
Melanie says, ton of Titanic VHS out there. Yes, there is. Doug's going to show it again 3 times. He can't help himself. Somebody say Titanic.
And I knew Phil was going to be right on cue with it. I was like, I know he's going to say it. Let me grab it.
I'm going to whisper Titanic as I'm falling asleep next week. Doug's just going to bust in my room. You say Titanic?
You say Titanic? You just fold it out.
I'm bringing this with me. This is going on the back of the booth.
I love
it. Yeah, no, I'll hold up that sign at the airport, like Doug.
Yes, that's a good idea. I'll be Jack. You could be Kate Winslet.
My son collects VHS. That's awesome.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
Get him started young on the good stuff.
And some kids just like the artwork and they just want to put it on a shelf in their room. And imagine being cool. Like, oh, you don't even watch your VHS? Like, what a poser. It's like, fuck off.
You can do whatever you want with your tapes. You are the collector. You can't tell anyone that's not how to collect because it's not you. That just makes the most sense. I mean, you could disagree with it for sure.
Sure. And that's your opinion, but I also don't care because it's not your money.
Exactly.
So I can spend it however I want. And actually, I put in shopping mall. So it is shopping mall, if you remember that, Doug.
Oh, yes. I'm glad you watched it, though.
Yeah.
But even if you didn't, it doesn't matter.
No. Still, whatever.
Oh, so speaking of recent cool thrift finds, I had a dry spell of like 6 months or something, but I did find this for $25.
Oh, that's so cool.
The 3D cover.
That's really rad. I don't even
Dude.
know what movie that is.
I actually saw someone and they got the eyes to work again. They
No
posted-
way.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's got the press here button, but nothing works.
Mhm.
But
Did
the
you ever see
only
the movie?
thing I have seen the movie. I had to watch it on YouTube, but there is like a little bit of mold on it.
Mm.
Okay.
And I got to be honest, this is kind of the mom, can we watch Reanimator? We got Reanimator at home. That's what this is.
Bootleg Reanimator.
It does have some fun 90s effects. This is 1990.
Okay.
But other than that, the movie's just it kind of sucks, to be honest. But I mean, killer art. So
Cool.
It's
to
better
find
than the 3D Spawn cover.
dude, to find a 3D tape in the
Isn't
wild,
3D
I
fun?
can't believe somebody didn't pick this up just because.
Yeah.
If I would have known, I would have gave it to you. But yeah, they're always fun to find.
Really? I never seen one.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, like scratchy, like hologram cover. Maybe not 3D hologram is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have seen that one then.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's adorable. His first VCR.
that's amazing. He's living life like it's 1995.
Apparently, little kids find the rewind feature hilarious. Like one of my good friends, he has a 5-year-old son, and his mom texted me the next day because I brought a bunch of tapes over. I gave my friend a TV VCR combo. I was like, "Here, dude, I don't have room for this. Put this in your garage." And his son just loves VHS. And the first time he found out that, oh yeah, you were rewind the tapes, he was like dying laughing. So,
It's like, what? You just don't hit a button that says skip to beginning? The fuck is this?
Or start from the beginning, something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Skip. How do you skip intro on this thing?
Yeah.
Like, no, you don't. You just wait a while. But yeah, I feel like being hands-on with stuff is, I mean, streaming is very easy, very simple. But I feel like a lot of kids now are starting to, since vinyl had a resurgence all those years ago, that like VHS and, old, even classic like N64 games and stuff like that. I mean, that stuff still has its place. I feel like kids are learning that like something tangible is really fun to have.
Yeah, for sure.
I watched a couple of videos recently, just some YouTubers I follow, and they were talking about DVDs making a comeback. And I've been saying that for years. Like, it's only a matter of time before horror DVDs become collectible.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of people out there that do collect horror DVDs.
And they're always cheap.
Like all the Anchor Bay special edition DVDs I had growing up.
Yeah.
I could see those going for some decent money at some point. They already kind of are.
Yeah.
Especially if they're out of print. I mean, I don't know if you guys have been following this like 28 days later thing, but it's out of print everywhere.
That's wild.
Like, there's no DVDs of it, obviously no tapes of it, no 4K release, no Blu-ray.
And that's weird. Why wouldn't they keep it going? Isn't there another one coming out?
It's a popular movie, yeah. I mean, hopefully, I would imagine it's going to get like a Blu-ray or 4K release. I don't know. Maybe it has to do with like rights.
Oh,
I don't really know, but
yeah.
But yeah, people definitely are into like the Blu-ray 4K collecting. Which I only have one 4K one right now. Definitely want to get more. That's down the line.
I was strolling in Walmart and I looked over at the steelbooks. God, they look so good. I want to start collecting. I'm like, I don't need another hobby.
Dude,
That's
exactly
what
they
are
telling
sexy
Doug.
looking.
I was like,
It's so cool looking.
I can feel it. Like,
bubbling up inside you.
I'm like, I could get this one. Ooh, this one's cool. Nope, not doing it.
Like when you see those like the Severin Films like releases, or like what's that, Vinegar Syndrome? I'm like, oh
yeah,
I could do some damage on this
they
website.
just put out Killer Clowns on 4K. Like a new release just came out recently, and
that artwork is fucking love it.
It is. I think it's like maybe want to say it's like $50 or something new.
Yeah, it is an expensive hobby.
It's up there, yeah.
Another expensive hobby.
Another one.
Something new needs to come out so 4Ks will drop in price. Like,
Yeah.
Just a little.
Huh?
I'm just gonna microchip it into our brains,
Right?
just to watch it like right in our retinas.
I would finally get to
right.
my long watch list if that was a thing. Like, hey, do
Right?
you want to download this movie into your brain?
Sure.
Just give me the whole Criterion collection. Just upload it.
Yeah.
Robert says 8K.
8K.
Dude, I've seen that term thrown around more and more. Like 8K TV, 8K footage.
That's when you put on the 4K of
Project.
Goodfellas and Robert De Niro comes over and beats the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Hey,
What's up?
Man.
long live VHS. That's right, baby.
Yeah.
Thank you for being a fan.
Yes.
Thank you. Thanks for joining the chat.
Walk like an Egyptian.
Thanks to all of you for joining the chat. Like that video. Subscribe to the
Like,
channel. if you haven't.
subscribe, follow.
Comment.
Whoa. Get us to 1K subscribers.
God, I wish. That's the
Right.
goal right now.
Hey, I'm at like 54, so hey, pretty good.
Hey,
Pretty
not
good.
bad, man.
I've heard someone explain this, like if people ever get, discouraged about how many people watch their stuff or listen or anything like that. Like just imagine, just for example, I'm going to use the number that you said because I don't know our number, but 54 people. I feel like people would get upset about that, but just imagine 54 people in a room,
Yeah,
like
a lot.
it's a decent amount of people.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's a positive way to, or
Yeah,
a more
yeah.
optimistic way to look at it, because 54 might seem low, but 54 people is still 54 people.
Yeah.
So
It definitely helps to have the subscribers, but at the end of the day, like you're doing it for fun. Like you're doing it to hang out with your friends and talk movies and what you're into. That's what it's for.
yeah, exactly.
If people tune in and don't subscribe, who cares?
Who gives a shit? It's on the internet forever. It's a nice digital footprint.
Mm-hmm.
This dude said, what he said, what retro?
Yeah,
Drop a like Jason dropped that dude and Jason takes Manhattan.
Hey, there we fucking go.
Hey.
One of your favorite kills
Yes.
from your collection, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, we had to fix that a bit in our brains. It wasn't our top. It was just what we
Yeah.
thought. Yeah.
That's why I was like, favorite kill, maybe top 10 or not. There's just like Phil said,
whatever you
there's
felt like,
so many fucking kills.
Yeah. There's too
I
many.
like the one where they're on the disco floor and he just throws her down. It's
Yes.
just so
Yeah.
cold. And she
Yeah.
slides across the floor a little bit.
Mm.
Someone needs to cut like what's that? Staying Alive by the Bee Gees to it. He's just
Yeah.
standing there afterwards, like, what do I do?
Kicking that radio.
Yeah, I can watch that on loop.
Hey, you're kicking our radio.
Very New York, and fuck you, Phil. Yes,
What's
I
that?
do love movies that are filmed in New York.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't call you New York trash. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, I agree.
Yeah.
I feel like the only movie that I don't like that's filmed in New York is Scream 6.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean that's a whole topic. Toxie looking
Yes.
Jason, yeah.
When he's down in the sewer and he's just like all green and sludgy,
Yeah.
He's like
Love
so
it.
wet looking in that movie.
soaking wet,
Oh yeah.
sopping wet Jason. That's my favorite one.
I agree with this, Robert. Part 7 is also my favorite looking Jason.
Yeah.
Which one's part 7? Give me the subtitle.
The New Blood.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, he does look really badass. That moist Jason.
Which is my favorite, New Blood.
Oh, that's right. It is your favorite.
Yes, it's a fun one.
It is. It's great. It's very entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, you could throw on any of the Friday the 13th movies. It's just like every one of them is like a comfort movie.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of gets, when you rank them, it kind of becomes this whole maze in your head type of deal. But yeah, not wrong for liking that as your favorite. I mean, I know people hate on that one, but
My second favorite is Jason Lives. That has the best intro ever.
It does.
The best intro.
It is a really bomb intro.
Yeah.
The
Just
thing
a
about that
lightning
movie, it has a killer intro and killer finale.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the in-between stuff gets a little wacky.
Yeah.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Is that because they're all like jumbled in my brain? Is that the one where Jason is on top of like that flipped over
The
camper
RV? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I agree with you that there's a lot of kind of a slog in the middle, but like I love that image. 007.
No, I mean,
hell yeah.
It's still it's a top 3 of the franchise for me.
Yeah. What's your number 1?
Maybe
we did
Final
an episode
Chapter.
on this.
Maybe Final Chapter.
Okay, Final Chapter. All right. Oh yeah, you did do an episode on this. I'm sorry.
I was gonna. I don't remember what we said.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that was the overrated, underrated episode that we did. I think we talked about it then.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I would go like Final Chapter, Jason Lives, maybe either New Blood or Jason Takes Manhattan. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Doug,
Ted, where's the corkscrew?
Yeah. Shriek.
Oh, here's a random tape I want to show off. So, not a very special tape. Blank Check.
Oh, such a good movie.
Blank Check.
But it has the receipt from 1996 taped to the inside.
That's cool.
I love when you get the original receipt.
Yeah. Yeah.
At Walmart, that piece of tape is hanging on for dear life.
Yeah, it is.
It's brown.
Scotch. It holds up.
It really does. That's why they're still in the business, baby.
Yep.
Solid movie.
Great movie.
I haven't seen it in so long. I always get that confused with Brink. That rollerblade movie.
I would say like Richie Rich would be like a good one to mix it up with.
Richie Rich.
Yeah.
Dunstan checks in. What's up?
I fucking love Dunstan Checks In. Dude, oh my God. I could go off on Dunstan Checks In. Lord Rutledge was one of the scariest villains in a kid's movie ever.
Go off, King.
Dude, I remember
Let him cook.
Dude, Suncoast Video, they had a TV VCR combo so you could watch things outside of like the store. They were playing Dunstan Checks In. Watched that shit when I was a kid. Pee Wee Herman's in there. George from Seinfeld, I forgot his real name.
George Costanza.
There you go. What'd I say?
His real name though. What's his real name?
Oh,
You're like George Costanza. That's it.
Oh, I don't know.
George Costanza.
Jason Alexander.
Yes.
He's the lead in it. I mean, it's fucking incredible. Have you
He was
guys
also in The Burning?
That's the orangutan one.
with hair? Right? Yes, with the orangutan.
Yes. Okay. I just want to make sure we're talking about the same thing.
Hey, Ben's Blockbuster. What's up, man?
What's going on, baby?
I have a copy of House of 1,000 Corpses with the Blockbuster receipt. That's
really fucking
cool. I like that.
Yeah, did that come out in 2004, 2005? 2003.
Yeah. Had a killer DVD release too. It had like the custom titles, like Bill Moseley talking to the camera.
Yeah.
Badass.
Dunstan
Checks In Appreciation Pod.
I will gladly do that. That was one of my Dunstan Checks In was a big one when I was a kid. Heavyweights was one that I could quote incessantly
all day.
It's such a classic. Tommy Boy was another big one when I was a kid. For some reason, I don't know why my mom allowed us to rent this, but Don't Be a Menace While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood in South San. Like that one was heavy on rotation.
That's a great one,
right?
It's iffy if you're a kid, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, maybe like 10 or 9 or 10.
Wow.
All right, so I know you guys pulled some tapes. So, John, what did you grab?
Hold on.
He did a 5 minutes until we're live supermarket sweep style VHS pick.
So I grabbed Chopping Mall because I
Ooh,
recently just watched it for those listening.
nice.
I said I would never put it in because it was $150, but I had to see if it was actually Chopping Mall.
What'd you think about it?
It was porn. You didn't watch it.
Butthole serving.
Well, I've seen
It was
before,
butthole surfing.
Chopping balls.
but I felt anxious at first, but you know what? As it was playing, it just played smoothly, and I'm very happy about it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So we like to hear it. You don't ever have to put it in the VCR again.
Oh, I'm definitely going to play it again.
It's up to you.
Yeah, it's been played. You got to play it again now. I love this movie, though.
I've only seen it twice.
Okay.
And I don't love it. I don't know what your thoughts are on it, or Phil. But I like it. I know people like ride hard for Chopping Mall.
I have only seen it once. It's good. It's fun.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a solid one.
It's a fun movie.
I sold a copy of that a couple of years ago at Fear Fest for $50-$60.
That person got a steal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
What
I'm not a
steal.
good businessman. If somebody comes up to the table and they're really cool and they're just appreciative.
That's what it's all about, though. It's not about making money. It's about helping each other out.
Yeah.
If we're cool, though, but if they come up to you all smug, no, that's going to be a $200 tape, sir.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, now I just feel guilty for selling my tapes at expensive.
Chopping Mall. Yeah, give it a watch.
It's on. It's probably on Shudder or Prime. Ooh, Little Giants.
Little Giants.
Also, the Big Green.
Ed O'Neill is so
Yeah,
funny in that movie. He's such a dick.
I haven't seen that, and I haven't seen Little Giants in a hot minute. Mighty Ducks 2 was another one. Another classic.
Another one.
Trying to think what other 90s classics there are. I mean, The Sandlot is
Air Bud. Come on, guys.
Air Bud. They made like 9, or what about Beethoven?
Beethoven was cool.
It's one of those bad but good movies to watch, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Are we talking about Chopping Mall still?
I think he was talking about Chopping Mall.
No. Watch it. If you're into it, watch it. But if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it.
I mean, I will say this, like maybe
Go
put
ahead
in a
and watch
shitty tape to give your VCR a test run. I think he's just worried that it's going to like eat the tape.
Eat
Or
it up.
something.
Yeah. Do a dry run with a tape you don't really care about.
Yeah.
I
don't
made that mistake.
Yeah, you can't just raw dog your Killer Clowns media tape. That's
I raw dog my They Live tape and it did not work out well. And I still have it because it looks fixable.
Yes.
raw dog is just such a gross term.
I love the word raw dog is great. And you know what other term I like? I like dog shit. Like I'm gonna go take a dog shit.
Take a dog shit? I've never heard that. I know like, well, that movie's dog shit. I've never heard, hey, I'm gonna go take a dog shit.
Maybe it's a New York thing, but it just sounds funny.
Hey, I'm gonna go raw dog a dog shit. I'll be right back.
Hey, I'm about to go raw dog some dog doo-doo, huh?
Hey, a little bit of that dog shit over there.
You
A piece of that
dog
dog shit.
Whoa, he said he got Air Bud for free and a box of Cheerios. That's cool.
Yeah, right. Like that dude was whoever was the marketing manager. That's a smart guy.
Mm.
Everyone's eating Cheerios.
What's with these sayings? I don't know if you've ever listened to our podcast, but we talk a lot of random shit.
I just like putting animals in front of the word shit. Like, oh, I got to take a big horse shit.
What now?
Oh my God. Can I tell you guys something really quick?
Sure.
Well, all right. Since we're on this topic, so I've been making like this medley of veggies for lunch. So it's like potatoes, so red potatoes, kale, fresh carrots, peppers, throw some garlic in there, obviously, and spice it up. But like, I don't know if it's the kale. I don't know if I had like fish for dinner after the kale, but my like I was ripping ass and it smelled like motor oil.
Wow.
Like motor oil, like straight up STP AutoZone shit. And it made me laugh.
Well, welcome through the podcast.
Thank you for listening, but you're going to get more than horror movies here.
Horror shits.
You're going to get that good old dog shit.
I gotta go take a dog shit.
Thank you, Robert. Yes.
The kill.
Yeah. Okay.
It's good for the system, but definitely Harry and the Hendersons.
That's a goodie.
I've only saw that one scene where he's like, "Go, don't come back." John Lithgow.
Melanie said, "Thanks for sharing that story. That's good."
I appreciate it. I could read the sarcasm, and you're welcome.
None of my friends give a damn about horror VHS.
Damn.
Hey, I know what you mean. Some of my friends have never even listened to the show. That's okay.
That's okay.
But like my best friend of like 20 years, who I'm going to hang out and watch the Canes game with tomorrow. One time I was like, "Hey, have you ever like popped in, checked out the podcast?" He's like, "Yeah, but I don't like horror movies." I was like, "Yeah, I know, but yeah. He's like, "I don't know." I'm like, "All right."
I guess if you don't like it, then like listening to it is just like droning, I could imagine.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very to the point kind of guy. I wasn't like offended. I was just like, "Yeah, that's so Danny to say that." Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's so Danny.
Hey, let's go, baby.
It's all about the Rangers.
Fuck the Rangers.
Yeah, what about the Bruins? Hey, now.
Oh, all right. We're gonna keep it.
The bitching
keep
Bruins.
it light in here.
Yeah. Hey.
I don't want to take any offense, but I don't even know what I'm talking about with hockey. You guys are talking basketball.
I don't really either. It's okay.
I remember I went to South Station one time when I was going to Massachusetts, and like when you hear about like the rivalry between states and teams,
yeah,
you don't really realize how real it is until you're in Boston and you're wearing a New York fitted, and everyone's giving you like the war. Like it, I thought I was gonna get stabbed multiple times.
Dude, there were we went to the Canes versus Rangers game the other night, and there were fights in the parking lot. Like I didn't see any, but there were videos the next day of like people getting knocked out. And
wow.
Yeah, like
all over sports.
Dude, it gets fucking heated.
Yeah, it's a little violent.
I feel like Philly fans are the worst though, I want to say. Aggressively.
Philly gets pretty wild from what I hear. They like flip over cars and shit.
Hey, forget about it.
Hey,
forget about it.
Douglas, don't be starting on the Rangers.
I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about when it comes to the Rangers.
No, it is kind of funny that right now North Carolina and New York are in this playoff battle. It's kind of like the Spook House on ice.
That's good.
I'd buy tickets to that.
Yeah.
That's the funniest thing you've ever said.
Seriously?
No. But it's up there.
Could be.
It's just me and Doug beating the shit out of each other.
On skates?
On skates.
You would definitely win, first of all. on multiple levels. 1, I can't fight. 2, I can't skate. 3, I can't fight.
Spook House on Ice is wild.
Yeah. Disney should totally sponsor that. A whole new house. Disney Spook House on Ice.
Send the check, Disney. Send the check.
Send over that blank check.
Melanie says we're hardcore when it comes to sports in New England. Hey, that's right, baby.
You guys do not fuck around.
Nope.
I was like, I don't even like sports. I just like the hat. I'm from New York. I'm not going to wear a fucking hat from North Dakota.
All right, John, what's your next tape, my friend?
Ooh.
Let's adjust the tracking on this conversation.
Ooh, such a tape head thing of you to say.
Well, no, that's cool.
I'm going to go. This is now my favorite franchise that Doug turned me on to on our episode together.
Hey, Phantasm.
I love this movie.
1976.
Hard to believe that it's a 70s movie.
Dude, Don Coscarelli, he directed that when he was like 21, 22 or some shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
And he pretty much just did Phantasm movies.
Oh,
what else did he direct? I feel like I looked at his IMDb and saw a couple other things, but
so in 2010, 2012 or 2013. He directed John Dies at the End. And I've been begging you to watch that.
Yes, I remember. Yes, I remember you talking about it.
John, have you ever seen that?
No, I haven't. No.
Oh, you should. You of all people should. It's called John Dies at the End.
I mean, I'm not a fan of the title, but I will check it out.
I'd rather watch John Lives Happily Ever After.
That would be preferred, but you know.
Hey,
Disney, write that check.
By the way, our boy's getting married in July.
Yes.
Our boy John. Congrats.
You're getting married in July?
Yeah.
The week before VHS Fest. So I
Oh, jeez.
VHS Fest is our honeymoon.
Oh, wait. You might have told me that, but I don't
Yeah.
recall. I'm sorry. My short-term memory is shot.
Okay. It's okay.
We can get Doug ordained as a minister if you want him
Ooh.
to wed you guys.
You want to come on down? Or come on?
Absolutely. I already have something planned for an excerpt to read. My Sacrifice by Creed. I feel like really solidify you and your fiance's bond.
Yes. Yeah.
Hello, my friend, we'll meet again.
Except I'll read it very Catholic, like congrats.
Thank you.
I'm like half a Jew, so I don't know if I can get ordained as a priest.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
That's a sentence.
Mhm. Put that on a bumper sticker.
Hey, I'm half a Jew.
Relax, I'm an Italian Jew. Pump the brakes.
Robert said, I'm going to do a Chimera Phantasm tattoo.
Hey, okay.
That'll be
Yeah.
sick.
Curious to see how that turns out.
Yeah.
I fucking love Chimera.
Send pics.
Yeah, you know what? I think I've seen Phantasm 2. I'm not familiar with all the sequels, though.
So right now, I've only gone up to Phantasm 2. I started Phantasm 3, but I got distracted. But I'm going to go back to it.
Phantasm 3 is really wild. I mean, it just keeps getting weirder and weirder, but like it's very consistent. They have the same actors, which is very nice.
Cool.
It's just a really like it's not a franchise to take seriously, but it's super fun and pretty gruesome. And the tall man is like such an iconic character to watch. But the first one really even if it was a standalone, it's a great underrated horror movie.
It's badass. I love it.
Such like that movie, I feel like has to be one of the top movies in horror to create like that foggy, desolate atmosphere.
100%.
Like when the tall man's coming out of that shop and he's in front of the Reggie's ice cream truck and like all the mist is like coming off and he stares at
He's just
Mike.
like,
it's so fucking good.
Mike's just like, what?
Yeah, hang up and run.
He's like, I smell a bitch.
Who wants to throw hands right now?
Yeah, I smell a bitch.
This tall man, no cap.
Tall man is spooky. You think he's taller than Giant Gonzalez. That's a deep pull from WWF. I remember him.
I'm not
Giant
familiar.
Gonzalez. I don't remember that guy.
And the picture on the carriage. Yeah. What else you got, John?
Okay. I'm gonna go Death by VHS recent release. Talk to me.
Ooh.
That is one delicious looking tape.
That is
phenomenal artwork.
Sexy cover.
Yeah.
Damn.
I love it.
Puts the kid on the back being possessed. Good image to have.
It's a beautiful, beautiful cover. And well done recording. His intros are phenomenal. I love Death by
His intros are very fun.
Yeah. I love
Easily one of the best custom VHS makers in the game. Very cool dude.
For sure. Don't listen to the haters of him either. He's my homeboy.
Is that a yes? Right?
Yeah.
If we're talking about Talk to Me, came out
last year.
Summer 2023.
It is a modern movie.
It was my favorite movie of last year, actually. I loved it.
Right? Yeah. We did a really in-depth episode about Talk to Me and mental illness and grief and all that stuff. So if you want to go back to that after watching the movie, of course, we do a lot of spoilers. But I don't want to toot our own horns, but I do think it's one of our best episodes for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely our most like the most real we get on an episode.
Okay.
Because a lot of the themes in that movie kind of deal with like drug addiction and grief. So yeah,
A lot of grief, yeah.
Yeah.
It
Robert's got a good question here.
Okay.
What would be the granddaddy of them all for horror VHS?
In what context? Like the most like expensive one, or like your like the
Maybe-
best one you have in your collection that you love?
like
I'm
most sought after, like a Grail, or
Yeah, I guess so.
man.
I mean, I feel like people go ape shit for video violence. I know that goes for crazy money.
Yeah,
I'm not really a fan of that movie. Big yawn.
I tried to cover that one.
I mean, like if
That
I
was
were
really
my list is always growing. So right now I'd say like Nail Gun Massacre is definitely one on my top to grab.
Holy
Video
Grail.
Dead's another one. Video Dead would be really cool to own.
Video Dead. They're out. The Video Deads are out there. I haven't seen Nail Gun Massacre, but Video Dead, I've seen people sell it for a lot of money, but they're out there.
Yeah, for sure. Ghoul School.
Ghoul School.
Okay.
I've never heard of Ghoul School.
I mean,
love
I've
the
never
name.
seen it, but I saw the tape at, I feel like I saw it at VHS Fest
Huh.
one year. Blood Harvest is my all-time, but I've seen like one person have it, and that's it.
Another one would be Blood Rage would be really cool to own too. That'd be badass.
There was there's this place over here called Deep End of the Sandbox, which is one of the places that we hit to get tapes. They had a Blood Rage cut box, but it looked like really ratty.
Yeah.
I don't know if you care, but it did. The tape is in there. Tape is fine.
Yeah, that's one that you could watch in place until you get that Grail.
Yeah, with a decent slip or something.
A placemaker, yeah. Super cheesy and bad. Huh?
Sometimes that's a good thing.
Honestly, for me, that's a lot of old horror movies. They're so cheesy and bad that they're so good. That's why I love them.
That sums up the 80s in a
Yeah.
nutshell, pretty much.
Slumber Party Massacre. Yeah, that one's.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, I think I have a copy.
I was
of it.
never a big fan of Slumber. I like Slumber Party Massacre 2 more than 1.
I actually sold the first one, but I still have the second for Slumber Party.
The second one's awesome. I mean, that guitar, incredible.
Yeah, I do have a cut box
Hey,
version. So
and it says $59.95 on it.
Ooh.
Selling it for that price.
yeah. I think I got these came from like a lot of 7 tapes. They were all cut box former rentals, but I got House by the Cemetery,
That's cool.
You son of a bitch.
Return of the Living Dead Part 2.
That's another grail that I would like to have. House by the Cemetery is so. Oh, actually, I'm wearing the shirt right now.
Oh,
Nice.
coincidence, huh?
Hey, that's not a Spook House shirt.
Hey.
It's House by the Cemetery.
House by the Spook House.
Do you want me to go again?
Sure.
Okay.
Keep running them up.
The next one, I got some beef with you, Phil. I heard you talking smack about mine and Doug's girl in the last episode.
Oh, okay.
What's up with that? What's up with
Okay.
that?
Okay.
She is not basic. She is a goddess, okay?
Hey, she you know what? She got promoted to stocking shelves. She's no, I'm kidding. John's
She's
like, I'm out of
upper-
here.
She's upper management. Thank you. Okay.
She's
She's got
a CEO.
she's got the
CEO.
keychain with like all the keys to the store with the little zip tie thing that's clipped to her waist. She's okay,
the-
I'll give you that.
You're giving her like shift supervisor abilities.
Yeah. Either way, no, she's a CEO girl boss, okay?
Girl,
I would love to see Flo in a Ty West movie.
That would be yes.
Hey, you know what? I actually grabbed that tape as well, John. This is an out of
Ooh,
print.
that's a cool cover.
Yeah. Let me show you what's super cool about this.
Wow.
Floral tape.
That's cool.
That is.
I think I remember when you sent me the link of that. You're like, should I get this? And I was
Yeah,
like,
I got this Hereditary and the short films of Ari Aster
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
all from the same person. I think I paid $100 for all three. But
Wow. That's not bad though.
Yeah.
A lot of detail went into those. I saw your Hereditary on our episode. That was cool too.
yeah.
Got to have that bad boy on tape.
Saw you guys talk about Evil Laugh. I got it at a thrift store for a couple of bucks. Nice.
Wow.
Because that is about
Really good
a
find.
$75, $80 tape.
Huh.
I got mine for like 40 or 50 because there's a big rip on the cover, but I don't really care about that too much.
Then you can still watch the movie.
Yes.
Stocking shelves.
Don't disrespect Flo anymore.
We will not take it. Wait,
Absolutely not.
We will not take it.
We are Flo defenders.
She is very pretty. I'm just bullshitting. Yes.
Thank you.
Say it louder.
Yeah, say it louder so she can hear you.
Have her number. Call her up.
Hope you never sell that one, to be honest. For the right price, I might sell it. I don't know.
It's good for displaying too.
Yes.
Troll 2 VHS. How
Troll
rare
2
is that these days? Because I know that has huge cult following. I had the first Troll, but
You can find the first Troll for like $40.
I would imagine Troll 2 is pretty sought after.
I feel like Troll 2 is a little more sought after, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't checked on it in a while, and I haven't really seen it floating around Instagram either, so your guess is as good as mine.
All right, Doug, why don't you hit us with a tape?
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
Would you pull, big dog?
So I'm going to start with, let me push some of these up. This is the only big box I have. But it's interesting. The Hollywood Strangler meets the Skid Row Slasher.
Never heard of it.
Me neither, but that sounds
No.
bad.
It's really cheesy and really bad, but so good. Me and Holly one night were looking for a movie on Tubi, and it sounded too ridiculous not to watch, and we watched it, and there's like, it's from the perspective of one of the slashers to some degree, and it's like barely any dialogue. It's a lot of like inner monologue voiceover. And he just says like the craziest shit, and we're like, this is incredible. And it's so bad, but so good. So it's a really fun movie, and the big box was pretty cheap. I would say it was like $30.
I love a big box.
I
Hey,
love
am
them.
I right?
Hey, we all love that.
Hey, I like them thick, if you know what I mean. And I
I
ain't
like
talking about my tapes.
But it is like just gross. Like it's just ripped to shreds.
Oh, man.
Got a big crack, but tape's still good.
Hey, big crack, you say? No, okay, I'll stop.
What are we talking about here? Cracks, boxes. We had to
Ghoulies
search-
1 and 2 with the toilet covers are goated.
That will soon be John's because he bought mine.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. He
think
did.
he
Yeah, he
lost
bought mine.
I
Oh, we're
lost you
good.
for a second. Sorry.
Oh, all good.
Oh yeah, Ghoulies 1 and 2, baby.
Oh, yeah. Ghoulies 1 and 2, Doug.
Y'all
I
doing
was-
trades under the table over here, and you don't tell me.
Hey.
Hey, I want a piece of the cut.
Dre's, he's
Right.
giving me hard-earned money.
Yes.
But you told me I could give it to you in person.
Yeah, I
I
would
can still
much rather
ship it.
that. Yes. I would
'Cause,
love
we
that.
will be seeing each other at VHS Fest.
Yeah.
That'll be super fun. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen Hollywood Strangler meets the Skid Row Slasher, it's a fun one.
Definitely got to check that out.
And then since we were talking about Death by VHS, the homie break out
Hey.
Phil's favorite movie of all
Hey.
time.
Next week, we are doing the watch along. Me and you in person. No
Yeah.
holds barred. Shut the steel cage.
That's
It's
the
on.
only time I'm fighting. I'm grabbing the steel chair out from under the apron. You don't know it's there, but now you do.
I could go talk to the owner of the boxing gym. We'll set up a TV in the ring. Watch it.
Actually, If you can set that up, I'm with it.
That would be hilarious.
We would need to get like a good Wi-Fi connection. We would need to bring the mics.
Mhm.
We would just shut down the gym, but it'd be worth it.
Okay, I want to show off a little tape here. I file this under. Oh yeah, I guess they did put that out on VHS. Can't fucking talk. Kill Bill.
Hell yeah.
You don't
Where'd
see
you find that
these
one?
at thrift store.
Hell yeah.
You don't see these that often. It's
No.
came out like what, 2004?
Yeah, something like that.
So
Yeah.
it also has like that weird black spool,
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah.
but the plastic feels like a little cheaper or something.
I hate when you could hear like it rattling.
And it's kind of light too. So I wonder if they, by
Like
this
respool?
point, had started like cheaping out on the production.
Could be, yeah.
Hey, pop it in your player. See how it looks.
Yeah.
I just recently watched Kill Bill again. I think like a month ago or a couple weeks ago. It's so good. Such a good movie. I always forget that every time we talk about like Quentin Tarantino movies, for some reason I always forget about Kill Bill 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Same, actually. That's true. Yeah.
Because like Reservoir Dogs is so upfront, and Pulp Fiction and Inglourious Bastards.
Mhm.
Forget about all like the quieter ones, or not quieter ones, but it's definitely different than all of his other movies.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I still think Inglourious Bastards, I think that's his best movie.
The Bear Jew.
Dude, the intro of that movie is one of the best intros in all cinema.
Yeah, if somebody were to say, hey, show me what tension looks like in a scene, I would show that.
Dude, my asshole was clenched that whole 15 minutes in the movie theater.
You got your like Italian sub on your lap.
Well, I need to get another one. Shit.
That's right, Robert. He did cancel his last movie. It was going to be called The Critic, which honestly, I wasn't too hyped about that premise. Like a movie about film critics. What was it going to be, like his final fuck you to the critics as a send off?
Maybe.
Well, apparently he couldn't crack the script. He couldn't like figure out what the story is going to be.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't he also writing like a mini series of some sort?
I don't know. Maybe it was. I mean, there was a couple of rumors flying around that he was that he wanted to direct a Star Trek movie.
Okay.
But I thought, I don't know about the series. I think I remember hearing something about it, but I don't remember what it was based on or anything. But I was kind of. I mean, the cast was, or people who were in talks to be part of the cast for the movie Critic.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for stopping
Thank
in,
you
man.
for watching, baby.
Appreciate it.
The cast of the movie Critic, apparently like Paul Walter Hauser was going to be the lead. Tom Cruise was going to have a part in it.
That's cool.
I don't know. It sounded like it would be pretty cool, but I mean, I don't count Quentin Tarantino out. Just because I don't think he's really made like a bad movie.
Well, mine would. Robert says he thinks Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is so good. I gotta be honest, that is the one Quentin Tarantino movie I could not get into.
That is my least favorite.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was decent for what it was. It was entertaining.
Yeah, I mean Brad Pitt was great. The cast was great, like all the acting and everything was fine, but the story it just kind of meanders. Like
it was a little bland. That part.
Yeah.
I know what you mean here. Yeah.
Yeah, like nothing really grabbed me. There wasn't a storyline where I was like, "Oh shit, I want to see where this goes." It was just kind of like, "Hey, we're driving over here." I don't know.
Oh wait, Charles Manson. Oh.
Yeah, it's a lot of like. I felt like it was very much filler. There's a lot of filler, but Django Unchained, underrated Quentin Tarantino movie.
Yeah, I forget about that one. Movie. That's the one I forget about, but it is good. I only saw it once.
It is, dude. Samuel L. Jackson is such a piece of shit in that movie, and he's so good. at being a piece
Oh
of
my
shit.
God, he's so good at it.
Like, I feel like Samuel L. Jackson is one of those actors where you're like, he's been in so much. What else does he got? And then he does shit like that, and you're like, oh, yeah, there's still gas in the tank.
Oh, it's up there. What was it? The Hateful Eight? Was that one of it? That's probably my least favorite. I gotta say.
That's the only one I didn't see.
Wasn't that good?
Because it looked like a thing, and it had Kurt Russell in it.
Yeah, it looked like it's just like thrown together. I feel it wasn't like really worked well on. I feel it was kind of blah.
Yeah, I mean it's a one location movie, so
yeah.
But I enjoy it.
I need to watch it. What do you guys think about Death Proof and Grindhouse?
Well, Death Proof. Robert Rodriguez did Planet
Terror.
Yeah, I like both of those movies. I saw those in theaters, and surprisingly, that flopped. Like the whole Grindhouse thing.
And I feel like it came out at the wrong time.
2007.
Now I feel like, with the whole like,
oh, it would be huge now.
Oh yeah, the Letterboxd community would eat that shit up.
Yeah,
like that's like double features. I mean, they might have went away for a while too, just like VHS. And then now they do double features, triple features at theaters, all night movie marathons like that. Like theater experiences came back. I feel like, so that would have definitely done, I think, better than it would have in 2007.
Yeah, Stuntman Mike is a good character.
Hell yeah. Kurt Russell's just amazing in everything.
All right, John, what other tapes you got, my friend?
What'd I do with it? Oh, right here. I got Pieces.
Hey.
Yep.
Another 80s classic.
Yeah. I love the tagline for that. What is it? It's exactly what you think it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's great.
And what do they say something about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre on or whatever?
Yeah, you don't have to go to Texas for a chainsaw massacre. Pieces.
It's like a big fuck you to like one of the best slasher movies.
Honestly, a very surprising ending. I couldn't tell that the the dean was the psycho killer.
Oh yeah. It's a fun little twist around.
Yeah,
I've only seen it once, but it's a fun, gory watch.
Yeah,
that's a hot tape.
Yeah, it is. I'm surprised I got it for like a good price. I think I got it for like, I got it for like 85 or 90. Yeah.
We were at Connecticut Horror Con. My friend Steve got it for $100 at like the Archive booth. That's a really good store in Connecticut. The Archive.
Yes.
So bomb.
Yes.
Robert said you ruined it. Gave away the ending.
Oh. You never saw Pieces? Shit.
Damn it. I'm sorry.
Hey guys, real quick, I gotta run to the bathroom. I got a piece of it.
Go for it.
Perfect. Me and John can kick it off.
Yeah.
Go empty that dog shit bladder.
Yeah, go take a dog shit, eh?
Go take a dog piss over there. But I'll wait to pull some more tapes. But we were speaking about Kurt Russell before. Have you ever seen the movie Breakdown?
I have not. What's it about?
So it's this. I've only seen it last year, and it became one of my like favorite movies. I've watched it, I think, another time since. But like, fuck, it's a Kurt Russell movie about his wife getting kidnapped and this whole kind of plot. Like these people. I don't want to spoil it. I'm trying to figure out a way to say it without spoiling it because it's very twisty.
Okay,
but it's basically like it's a really solid action movie. And it's kind of mystery, kind of mysterious. So Kurt Russell's wife goes missing, and you kind of don't. And they're on the road. Their car breaks down. He goes to get help, and she's missing. So it's kind of like a who done it type of deal.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then it's really good action set pieces, really good cast. Stacy Keach is in there. I don't know really any of the other actors, but the guy who plays the main villain is badass, and I haven't seen him in a lot of stuff.
All right. I got.
It's 95, I believe it was.
95. Kurt Russell breakdown. Nice. It's on the list.
The ever-growing list. It just keeps on continuing.
1995, Kurt Russell. What are you talking about?
Have you ever seen the movie Breakdown?
No.
It's honestly one of my favorite movies, I think, now watching it twice. But it's Kurt Russell
hold up. I saw a VHS copy of that at the thrift store like 2 days ago.
Go back and get it. Or tell them to hold it for me.
I will.
I need that shit. It's a really, really I never heard about it until last year, and I just watched it. I was going through like Kurt Russell's filmography and stumbled upon that.
Hell yeah. I gotta
literally peak Kurt Russell. And peak Kurt Russell goes from like 82 to present. There is no non-peak Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
He's always at his peak. But yeah,
I think he's like one of the last, when you think of like a fucking actor, like if I saw Kurt Russell in public, I'd be like, holy shit, that's Kurt Russell.
I would go like, oh, like I would start spitzing. Like,
oh, Mr. Russell.
Oh, dearie me.
I'd take a dog shit in my pants.
Oh, that would be an elephant shit. That would fill up both of my legs, both the legs of my jean. Jesus Christ, couldn't get that out.
No, I got it.
Hey, Wyatt Earp.
Tombstone, baby.
Yeah.
Also, his son is a really good actor, and I feel like he doesn't get enough roles. Like he's great.
Yeah.
In Goon 2, episode of Black Mirror. He does seem like a pretty down to earth guy.
Yeah. Wyatt Russell. Yeah.
Yes, Wyatt Russell.
Go Wyatt.
Hey, you want to hear a crazy story about Kurt Russell and his son? Okay, so are you guys familiar with the Phoenix Lights UFO case of 1997? It happened in Arizona. So for like several nights in a row, people reported this football field triangular UFO just hovering over the town. It happened for like a week straight or something.
Really?
But the first person to ever report the UFO to like air traffic control was Kurt Russell, because he's a pilot and he was flying with his son Wyatt, and Kurt Russell like told the story on a talk show. Like, yeah, we were flying and I called air traffic control, reported these lights. And the next day we were like, oh, that's what we saw. So Kurt Russell reported one of the biggest UFO sightings in history.
That's so cool.
Just when you think the world couldn't get any smaller, like it couldn't just be like a random guy who works at the gas station. Kurt Russell saw the UFO. Of course he's so fucking cool. He was piloting an airplane with his son.
Yeah. Casually.
Like, a dad and son bonding trip.
Yeah.
Hey, there's aliens over there, son.
See that little Wyatt?
Nice.
Alien.
Hey, thanks, Zach. Go Canes. I'll text you tomorrow.
Hey, let's go, baby.
Put some money on the Canes. Don't puss out.
LYGBTN. Let's go Rangers. Whatever they say.
Oh, you talking about the Phoenix Lights?
Ah.
Yeah, I'm fascinated with that case. I mean, it's
like the government and everyone like get involved in it, or like what? Like you said, it was like hovering for a few days.
Yeah.
That's wild.
The official report was like, oh, it was weather balloons.
Oh.
It's like, no.
Did you not hear Kurt Russell? He was
when Kurt Russell says we have aliens, we have aliens.
You got aliens.
Hey, speaking of, UFOs are real.
That's
hell yeah! Now after 20 years of government and military cover up.
I have that.
If I see any sort of like UFO Bigfoot tapes, I'm buying it. It's just like a must buy. I'm like, yeah, I'm buying that.
That is the absolute hillbilly in you. I'll get anything with Bigfoot. I seen him traipsing around my woods.
I seen him.
If you want to go squatching next week, you let me know, Doug. I'll hit you with my squatch calls, my tree knocks.
What are you talking about? I'm down to go. Let's go.
Can you guys live stream in the woods when you're
Let's get the fucking ATV out.
Dude, I want to show you some redneck shit, like stuff I grew up doing. I don't think we'll have time to do it, but
like spitting in moonshine buckets or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know how many redneck things you used to do.
Go squirrel
Dude,
hunt.
all right, John. When I first met Phil in real life, like we talked for like probably a year, right? Year and a half.
2 years up to that point, but
right?
Yeah, it was at VHS Fest. First time we met in person.
Oh, wow.
Yes, we met at VHS Fest for the first time, and dude had no shoes on, just brown feet.
No, I had on camo Crocs.
Camo Crocs. Sorry, camo Crocs, but your feet were filthy. They were brown. You had like a wife beater on.
No, it was a tank top. Okay, it wasn't like Walmart wife beater out of the package. Okay, get it straight.
Sorry, I was like, this dude's a straight up redneck right now.
He came from the cut. He's from out there.
Hey, this was back when I was drinking. I was camping. I was in full white trash, let's party this weekend mode. So
yeah, you barely got any sleep.
Me and you talked about that. How do people camp there with no shade?
Dude, it was brutal.
It must be miserable.
It was hot as shit. There's not a tree on that property for shade. So
no, it's a drive-in. It's wide open. Like,
hey, I love camping. That's not camping. That's sleeping in a field.
Yeah.
Okay. That's different.
Yeah.
Dude, the last VHS Fest, when we were waiting, me and Holly were waiting for the doors to open, quote unquote. It was so hot.
Yeah.
He should have had a straw in his mouth. I was hoping he would have like the rice patty, like Raiden hat from Mortal Kombat.
Elmer Fudd hat or something.
Tree what? Okay, so in the squatching world, there's a thing called tree knocks. It's where you take a large branch and you whack it repeatedly against another tree. And apparently this is how the squatch communicate with each other. Just saying.
Okay.
I've never done this.
Sasquatch Sunset is based in North Carolina.
I remember people got mistaken for like woodpeckers while they're Sasquatching.
Well, it's like a loud.
Oh, okay.
What? And apparently that's how the squatch communicate across the forest. So that's they say. Cool.
Have you ever been hit with bamboo sticks?
No.
No.
It hurts.
I could imagine.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah.
Or were you in a steel cage match or something? How'd you get hit with a bamboo stick?
There were like these bamboo sticks like growing near Calda's Pizza in Levittown where I was growing up. And me and a couple of friends saw it and we were like, what if we like see how hard we can hit each other with it?
Oh, sounds like a good time.
Yeah, hanging out in parking lots. We were like 16, walking around town doing nothing.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, you're fighting Sandman and ECW. My God, he's got
ECW Backyard Brawl.
Dude, I've got some ECW on VHS over there.
Dude, ECW was absolutely insane. CZW also wild. Miss those days.
Oh man.
You got any other tapes, John?
I do not have any VHS, but I can pull another beta.
Oh, sure.
Let's go. The stuff.
Hey, I have a cut box beta above my fridge.
Oh, that's cool.
The stuff?
Yeah. Figured like it seems like a good place to put it.
That's very appropriate.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah.
I love that cover too.
Oh, it's so rad. Get a little close up.
Yeah, it looks so
Great
melty
cover.
and gooey.
Cool.
I used to have the poster of like the DVD cover of like the one melting face with like the black background. I think the frame broke and I don't know what the fuck I did with the poster. I think I don't know where it is. I think I gave it to someone.
Huh.
I don't remember.
I
But
can
I did
see
have
that being a good remake in the right hands. I mean, not saying, of course, not everything needs a remake.
Maybe years from now when people get their shit together when they're making movies or remakes at least.
it's so wacky towards the end. I don't think like any filmmaker now has the balls. They like break into like the radio station and the government comes in. It's like, what the fuck? But I mean, I would tend to agree with you if they're gonna remake any like older horror movies. I mean, the stuff would be it's a fun movie.
For sure, I agree. This is a blind buy. It's not really blind. I know what it was, but I just haven't seen it yet. This is another goodie. Demons.
Oh shit, Demons is rad.
I've yet to see it. But,
Demons 2 is also fun.
Yeah. I gotta try to find this on VHS so I can watch it. Is it on streaming anywhere?
I think it might be.
Yeah, I think it's on Shudder or Amazon.
Because I watched Demons 2 maybe a couple of months ago.
All right, cool.
And Demons 2 has one of the coolest video store promos ever. You know what I'm talking about, Doug? It's
I don't think I ever saw the promo.
Yeah, it's like the demon coming out of the TV. It's like a box or something. It says,
that's cool.
Yeah. I never saw it. I got to look that up on the tube, though.
Hey, John, do you have any like video store displays or anything like that?
I do not know. I wish I did.
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, I do have I'm actually going to do an unboxing video at some point, but I have an In the Mouths of Madness video store standee.
In the Mouse of Madness.
I say In the Mouse?
Yeah. You have the great mouse detective.
What is it? Mouse
Nice.
of Men? Mice of Men?
In the Mouth of Madness.
Hey, I got
somebody
it.
Did I say mouse or mouth? Okay. I don't know.
We're all stuttering tonight, except John.
I'm gonna look on eBay for some store movie.
Dude, they are pricey.
Yeah, I can imagine.
There's someone at VHS Fest that actually sells the cardboard stand-ups.
That's cool.
I don't know if they're all horror related, but it's just really random. Like there was one, and they do have one for display. Mahoning Drive-In itself, they have like what do they have? An Encino Man cutout. I forget. It was like a Brendan Fraser movie display. I forgot what it was. Do you remember that, Phil? I forgot what the fuck it was.
I mean, for comedies like that, you can get a decent standout, or standee for like under 100. But some of the horror stuff, like
I'm sure it's outrageous.
I've seen some Nightmare on Elm Streets new in the box go for like up to $1,000 or something.
The DreamWorks like tabletop display, like the cardboard standee, is like $300 something.
What the for a piece of cardboard? God damn it!
Yeah, I mean they're so hard to find though.
Yeah, I guess it's just rare. Yeah.
I mean, this Titanic one is only $10.
4 times.
I was waiting for my moment. It's within arm's reach. I can't help myself.
Yeah.
But yes, Phil is right. They are expensive.
Yeah, those things are just a lost art form. I mean, some of them get really creative.
For sure. Yeah. Especially that Titanic one.
Yeah.
I need to give it some time.
Yeah. All right.
No, me and Phil have had this conversation before. You might feel the same way, John. Ashley's feeling it. But like movie posters.
Sorry, by the way, Robert said it's on Amazon AMC.
Perfect.
Demons.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
With the movie posters just not being as like literally, to quote Tropic Thunder, a nutless monkey can do that job now. Like it's not even like good Photoshop. It's just like the actors and a solid background, and that's it.
So it's
there's nothing.
Shot.
There's no artistic. Yeah, it's not artsy. It's not unique. It's not creative. And the people who make like the fan art have a way better sense of design than like any of the people for these major studios. Like it's just not appealing.
And like they don't go all out anymore. Like I saw this video on Instagram and it reminded me like they did like the 2000s or whatever time that newer Godzilla came out with Matthew Broderick. He was going over like Taco Bell had like promotional cups and like all these companies would like really go out for like promoting a movie. They don't do that anymore. I feel like because like back then like the internet wasn't as big. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The tangible stuff was so much more of a commodity and a marketing tool back then than it is now. I mean, people just do sponsored ads for movies and like, that's it.
That's all you need.
They do it for like superhero shit, but like I have an Ace Ventura When Nature Calls Subway cup.
Oh, that's cool.
That I got on eBay for like $10.
I remember that. I remember you sent it to me. That's incredible.
I actually found you remember those Lord of the Rings like glass gauntlet things that
exactly
I think like Burger King or McDonald's gave out. I have one of those I found at Savers. Those things are cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a total lost art form to actually have like collectibles or make like really interesting like poster art. Like so I mean Phil, his movie theater is the Alamo that he goes to all the time in North Carolina. Okay. It's in the city over here in Manhattan. So it's a little bit of a trek, but I went to the Alamo in Manhattan for the first time last Saturday to see The Last Stop in Yuma County. And look, I feel like this is the same way with all Alamos. The movie posters are just like incredible. Like they have like the foreign movie posters and they're literal like art pieces.
Yeah. That's freaking cool. Not these cheesy, like, oh, here we go. Here's a poster.
No, it's lame. I mean, I know Phil doesn't like the superhero movies and you're not a huge fan of them, right?
Oh, you remember our Marvel conversations?
Yes. Okay. No, my brain sucks.
Marvel, but now Marvel sucks.
Yes. So like the Deadpool versus Wolverine poster.
Yeah.
It's like nothing. There's nothing to it.
It could be way cooler. Oh my.
Yeah, they just don't give. I feel like
these days that's what it is.
Yeah, the budget just doesn't go to designing, like to graphic designers, I guess is what it seems like. But even like the first Omen poster, for example, just someone standing in a fucking doorway.
Hey, I'm the Omen.
Hey, I heard you say the Omen.
Hey.
There's many Omens like me, but I'm the first one. This is the first Omen. Are you possessing me? Are you possessing me?
He's a cat, for Christ's sakes, Fokker. Doesn't even have thumbs.
You possessed him, you sick son of a bitch. This is Robert De Niro in The Omen.
Greg, why do you hate cats?
I got possessions. Can you possess me?
There we go.
I have holy water. Can you milk me?
Oh shit.
Damian Fokker.
Oh fuck. My rib just started spasming. I was laughing so hard.
Cramping up.
Shit.
Oh man, I love it.
Oh fuck.
Meet the Parents comes up at least once.
Got it.
Damian Fuck. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, we've been coming up with good crossovers.
Yeah. These universes need a meet.
We really got to make it happen. Imagine Ben Stiller talking about like milking the son of Satan.
Right? Or it's like you train the Omen to use the toilet.
See, the son of Satan, he has opposable thumbs. He can't lift the toilet seat.
You can't lift the toilet seat, fucker.
You put too much goddamn lacquer on that thing.
I salvaged all this beech wood from a church in Nantucket. Took me about 72 hours to carve it by hand. Not that bad.
Wow, that is a great impression.
You never heard him do Owen Wilson?
No.
Dude, that's his thing. He has a wig. Get the wig.
Wow.
Wow.
It's in the closet.
Oh, man. Oh.
Wow. Yeah.
He doesn't mean Owen Wilson.
Wow, she is a real tomcat.
He also has Jason Statham on lock.
Oh, yeah.
All right, now here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna milk that cat.
Jason Statham as the milkman.
Oi, what's the job? I'm the milkman. I'm here to deliver milk and roundhouse kick motherfuckers in the face. You got that?
I'm gonna find all those missing children
and milk all those cats.
I really hope you speak like Jason Statham and you like do that breathy whisper in your girlfriend's ear.
How do you think he landed her, dude?
She's in the chat. Maybe she'll.
Oh,
He's like, "You're not Owen Wilson, you son of a bitch."
Like, oh wow, that's great stuff. Wow.
Yeah, I'm so wet right now.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey.
Good stuff.
Hey, where do we go from here?
Where do we go now?
All right, I got a random ass tape to show.
Okay.
All right, so this is a bootleg copy of Species 2.
Wow.
And what makes it, wow, Species. Wow. Haven't seen that in forever. Wow. But what's funny about it is it's misspelled on the actual tape. Spices 2.
What was that old commercial? I'm spicy. It was like either like Slim Jim or something. But it kept saying, I'm spicy. I forget what it was.
You and your old commercials. Where do
Hey, man, I remember this for no reason at all.
You just like pull these commercial memories from 1990.
Mm-hmm.
There has to be a YouTube compilation of that somewhere of like old commercials.
I'm spicy.
Was it the berries and cream guy? No,
that was berries and cream. I think that was Dr. Pepper, right?
Yeah. Something like where he's like, he's like Prince basically.
Oh, I'm the sweet one.
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper.
Commercial connoisseur over here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Doug, you got any tapes over there?
Yeah. I do. Since we were talking about pulling like custom and bootleg ones, I found this one at a Portland VHS swap, Cloverfield.
Oh,
cool. It was like $2, and it's one of my favorite movies. And I was like, wow, I don't know where this came from, but it's fucking rad. Someone was just selling it and I bought it. So I don't know who made it. I don't know when it was made. Couldn't tell you, but
cool.
It has like the HBO video thing on it.
Nice.
Obviously someone used that.
I love that. That's cool.
I know you love that movie, so I know you.
So, dude, it's one of my favorites. I don't care what anyone says.
I agree.
I love it. I love it. Good. Maybe because it's set in New York, and it's like New York Godzilla, pretty much.
Yeah.
I think it's solid. Yeah. It's good.
It says a DEG release. We'll have to look that up.
DEG release.
Interesting. But yeah, that's that. And then I did pull out this one because I feel like this is an underrated Stuart Gordon movie. And I feel like when people mention Stuart Gordon, they talk about like Reanimator being the big one or like Castle Freak, but From Beyond is a fucking banger.
Mm-hmm.
Barbara Crandon, Jeffrey Combs combination, Ed and Ken Foree. Incredible.
I'm not sure if I've ever seen that.
Oh, it's so good. Whoa, that's trippy.
Good old
I'm like looking at myself through the case.
What if you just had like porn pulled up in another screen? You just outed yourself.
I am. What's today? What's the day today?
I don't know. Why?
Last time I watched porn was April 30th.
Congratulations.
Do you remember what it was? No?
Yeah. What? Are you kidding?
Okay. I'm just wondering.
All right. Thank you, Melanie. Thanks for stopping in.
Thanks, Mel.
Bye.
Catch you next time. So, hey, congrats on not jacking it. And
I've been jacking it. I just haven't been watching porn. We crazy?
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing. It's healthy.
Yeah, it's healthy. No, yeah, just been like, I mean, watching a lot of porn and stuff like that. It starts to like mess with like, I don't know. I felt like it was starting to mess with like my sleep schedule because when you get in like that like jerk off brain and you're like going through videos and you're just like clicking around and like the adrenaline's going. It's just like a lot. So I've been watching porn since third grade.
I hear you. I'm with you.
Look, I get it, man. I mean, when you think about it, what does porn do? It gives you a dopamine hit.
Stimulates you.
So in a way, it can be like a drug.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it can be.
And when you do it too much, you're just constantly scrolling. You're like, that's
exactly.
Not good enough. Yeah.
Totally messes with your libido. But I did tell me and my girlfriend were talking about like something, and I'm like, yeah, I could probably name like 50 porn stars like right off the bat. And she was like, you think you could? I was like,
jerk off brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a punk band name.
Jerk off brain.
We're jerk off brain for Boston, Mass.
Yeah.
The government.
And there I am, front row at jerk off brain.
It's like the Blue Man Group, except with cum. They just spray. The tom toms are filled with semen. They're just hitting it with it and spraying everybody. It's even fun for your grandmother.
Oh,
the Splooge Man Group.
The Splooge Man Group, yep.
Sorry for these conversations.
It's okay.
That's okay. Yeah, I am all out of tapes over here.
I got one more.
Out of tapes. I'm so lost without you. What you got, Doug?
I had to break out Brain Damage because this is one of my favorites.
Brain Damage. Mm-hmm.
It's just so fucking good.
Did I sell you that? I had a copy of that before.
I bought it on eBay.
Okay.
You sold me the Jason Takes Manhattan,
Mm-hmm.
ironically enough, and
that was the first time we met.
Yeah.
Like that's the first time we communicated because I was selling some tapes and this handsome son of a bitch walked into my life and said, "Hey, I'll take that copy of Jason Takes Manhattan."
Aw, that's
and it was sparks flying from there.
Hell yeah! And look at you now, talking about the Jizzman Group and wow,
Jizzman Group.
Crazy how friendships.
Oh, Robert said that's Guar. That's a good point.
Yeah, that's right.
Shoot out the cum, yeah.
I was unfortunate. I wasn't working at my venue at the time when Guar played like 2 days in a row. I'm not a huge fan of Guar. I don't know about you guys, but like I would love to see that stage show.
Yes, agreed. I maybe like Bring Back the Bomb. That was a badass song, but that's really all I know. And then the rest is just all performance.
I saw them like somehow a few times over the years back when Dave Brocky was still alive.
Yeah.
It was like I never went to specifically to see Guar. They just happened to be there. Like I went to Sounds of the Underground tour in 2005.
Wow.
I don't know if you guys remember that.
Hell yeah.
That was like
Starland Ballroom, baby.
Metalcore. Oh, so good.
Badass.
Can say I was in the shit when they toured with ICP. I would go see ICP and Guar.
That would be a cool show.
And me and John were talking about ICP earlier.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Fago. Whoop whoop.
I went to see ICP in 2004 at Starland Ballroom. That Fago is no fucking joke. It was incredible.
Yeah.
They played all the hits.
Were you?
What?
How sticky were you after the show?
I should have brought fucking towels. Is how sticky I was.
Damn.
And I had to sit in my grandma's car.
Wow.
My grandma drove us, me and my friends, from Long Island to Jersey, back to Long Island, and they live in Jersey.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, they were the goats.
Have fun at the Insane Clown Posse show, Douglas.
Dude, they just hung out in the parking lot.
That's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, they took us to see Dark Lotus at Irving Plaza in the city. That's like ICP, Twisted, Anybody Killa, and Blaze, You Dead Homie at the time.
Yeah, Chimera was on that tour, Robert.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That must have been a pretty badass tour to see. ICP, Guar, and Chimera.
Oh,
Have you seen
ICP. I've never seen ICP.
Oh, that's different one.
Yeah, I would look. I have a shit ton of respect for ICP.
Me too.
I mean, do I listen to them quite often? Not really, but as far as businessmen and like what they created since the fucking 80s, they started in like 88, 89 and built their own empire with nobody's help.
Nope.
No record label would touch them. And they just said, fuck you, we're going to do our own thing.
Yeah.
And I respect them.
They had the biggest, like, they supplied all their own merch. They did all their own designs. They started a warehouse. I mean, they were signed to a label for a while, Island Records, but didn't last long. They were just they were too big, and no one ever wanted to give them credit. And like they did their, like you said, they did their own fucking thing. They did stay in their own lane. They made movies, they had a documentary, so many albums. They had like storytelling. I mean, granted, they were talking about like fucking, like one song was called Bugs on My Nuts. That's the first song I heard. But like they're true storytellers.
Yeah.
Hey man, Great Malenko and Amazing Jekyll Brothers still has some, like if you put on some of those songs right now, I'll rap every word to
Dude, Rise on Amazing Jekyll Brothers, Shaggy Show, Bitches with ODB.
Yeah.
Come on. Sorry, everybody Rise.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Mad Professor.
Yeah, they had they wrestled too.
With the Oddities.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Golgo was the dude with the gold mask who came out with Cartman. Kurgan was that big tall dude. Luna.
Yeah.
ICP is some good stuff.
Like off the top of my head, I can just think of homies right now. That's all I can remember.
Oh yeah.
You're just a Juffalo.
Oh, I'm big juggalo. God damn it.
That's what we call them, Juffalos or mall juggalos. Who only bought their merch at the mall
Yeah.
rather than hatchetgear.com like a legit person.
Yeah.
I wish I
So-
kept all my shit.
When I was delivering pizzas when I lived at the beach like over 10 years ago.
All right, Matthew McConaughey.
What are you talking about?
Like, oh, me and my flowing Hollister hair on the beach delivering pizzas. Just chill day, bro.
Oh, it wasn't that glamorous. It was not a great time in my life, actually. But
I'm sorry.
one day, thanks, Doug. I've officially been taken down a peg. Okay.
Hey,
So
we've all been there.
I was delivering pizzas. It was like July, hot as shit. I'm driving down the road and I see 3 juggalos in full face paint, all black. It's hot as balls outside, and they're just walking down the sidewalk. And I was like, what
It's
the
commitment.
fuck is-
Their fans are very committed, and they did something right. It's cool.
Dude,
I mean, I was just like, why are there 3 juggalos at the beach in July? This is,
maybe for a photo shoot.
yeah, I don't know. Random story. Sorry.
Dude, my friend Steve, whenever he comes on the podcast because he wants to, he used to come over to my house. We were like 15, 16, 17. He used to come over to my house with face paint on. And we would just be hanging out, like just playing video games, playing pool, doing nothing. He would just be full garb, full regalia.
That's
cool.
commitment. Yeah.
We have plenty of
All
pictures.
right,
of
all
that.
right, all right. What do you guys think about Matthew McConaughey's Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Love it.
It
Love
is batshit crazy.
I only remember bits and pieces, but I did like it. I enjoyed it. Yeah, from what I remember.
Goddamn right, he was committed. He was all in on that movie.
There we go. So fucking good. So bad, but so good.
So this dude on another podcast from Epic Film Guys, he went to a Matthew McConaughey book signing recently, like a few months ago. And he was like, I gotta ask him about Texas Chainsaw. So he goes up to him. He's like, Mr. McConaughey, I will always remember you as Velmer in Texas Chainsaw. And he was like, man, that was a crazy one, man. I had that mechanical leg on. It was going zoop, zoop. But he was like, man, that was a fun one.
I love it.
It's like, that's fucking cool.
That's because he went to Matthew McConaughey went to fucking Crazy Town in that fucking movie. Butterfly shout out. But he was a madman in that movie. Like they were just like, be crazy.
Yeah.
It's cool that a lot of celebrities, whenever they get big, they refuse to talk about the time they did a
horror
low class horror movie. But Matthew McConaughey was just like, I still like that one.
That was a hell of a time.
Everyone starts off in a lot of big actors started off in horror. I mean, George Clooney was in Return to Horror High. Was that it? Return to Horror High?
Yeah.
Okay, I always get that one and Slaughter High confused. And he was the heartthrob of Hollywood.
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston and Leprechaun.
Yeah.
There's been a lot.
I mean, Paul Rudd had that time in the night. I mean, he was in Clueless and Halloween 6.
Halloween 6, baby. That was the first movie he ever filmed. Clueless came out before, but Halloween 6, they had to do reshoots and stuff.
Yeah, I remember you told me about that, which is pretty interesting. And those two movies are back to back. Johnny Depp, right?
Depp.
Right. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis, I guess.
I don't think Halloween was her first. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It might have just projected her to that level.
Yeah, maybe. Well, my dudes.
I love that Sweet 16 tape, by the way, in the background.
Oh, I know. I still have to watch it.
That movie.
I haven't seen this movie yet.
Dude, I'm telling you. Phil, have you seen it?
No.
It's one of those movies. This is what I consider it like a genre. Commentary movies where you don't need to pay attention to the plot because it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's that everything about that movie is fucking hilariously bad.
Okay.
And you're just like, what the fuck are you doing the whole time?
Sweet 16.
That's right up my alley.
What year was that, John?
1 second. Sorry.
Sometimes the back of the tapes don't say the year.
Hidden on me. I'll get back to you. But where were you saying before that? Unless you.
Doug or.
I think you, Phil. Sorry.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't even remember.
Oh, you were. I think you were rapping it.
I can't find it. Yeah. Oh yeah, you were rapping.
I was wrapping it up, and Doug's like, "Hey, what about that Sweet 16 tape?"
My eyes just hyper focused in on it.
1983. Thank you, Robert.
Thank you, sir.
This one is actually okay. Copywritten 1982, and then released 1983. Yeah,
it's a fun watch.
Yeah, I gotta check it out for sure.
Nice. Yeah, same here. Add it to the list. But yeah, dudes, I think let's see, we are over 2 hours. I feel like my voice is starting to go out. So it still hasn't recovered from the Canes game the other night. My voice was shot for 2 days.
Wow.
Yeah. Just yelling fuck the Rangers at the top of my lungs.
Oh, maybe if you hung out in ice cold water the Titanic.
Yeah.
then your voice would be a lot smoother.
It's true. It's true.
I hope you pack that with you, fold it down, put it in your suitcase.
I'm gonna try. I don't know if my suitcase can't fit any more shit. I might just have to walk through the airport with it. If I get thrown off the plane. My Titanic billboard won't fucking go in the compartment.
No, you buy the seat next to you for your Titanic billboard.
Place it next to you. Yeah.
But no,
Flip
sorry.
the seatbelt and everything.
Seat's taken, baby.
Seat's taken. Forrest Gump them. Seat's taken.
Taking the journey home, baby.
Taking the journey to North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Or voyage. Never says. I can show it to you again.
Hey, there you go. Good idea from Ashley. Make it your phone background for the road.
That's
Didn't think of that, but we have the technology. I'll just hold it up. Like heads up. It's like,
wow.
Okay, so we are going to wrap it up here. John, where can everybody find you? Tell them what you got going on.
Alrighty, so you can find my main Instagram page. What was that?
Oh, we're doing hot ones.
Doesn't he look exactly like Sean Evans on Hot Ones?
You do. It's okay. I love it. I love
this camera, that camera. Tell us what you got going on in your life.
All right. My mouth is burning. What you got going on next? You can find my main Instagram account, wicked_VHS. And then you can find my podcast account on Instagram, Tapeheads_United. Up next, I got Ray, Absolute Misery on Instagram, joining in on the podcast.
Hell yeah.
Time
Hey,
for the
don't
gang,
worry.
man.
I've flubbed so many lines, and this is live, baby. No edits.
Yeah, no edits. It's
My
okay.
idiot
It's original.
is on
It's
the
raw. It's real. Season 2, June 4th. Ready.
Hell yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, check it out, everybody. Me and Doug are huge fans of John's
Appreciate
show. Like legit, it's a fun
And John in
listen.
general.
Yeah,
Thank
John, you're such a good dude. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you for having me. This is honestly an honor because I've loved your show for a while now, and just to even think that I'm on it is crazy. It's wild. This
Thanks,
is wild.
man.
Yeah.
We'll get you on a legit episode soon as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey,
Not-
this is
not
legit,
legit.
baby. Hey,
This
what are you
is
talking
legit.
about?
Hey,
I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool.
Like an edited one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, for sure. And you guys are most definitely going to be on season 2 at some point. We just got to figure out a date.
Both of
I'm ready,
us.
baby.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be a chaotic nightmare. With
Okay.
both of us.
Yeah.
You want both of us at the same time?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, the double penetration
That'd be
episode
easy.
at first.
Yeah.
Hey, Tommy.
Hey, what's up, baby?
Thanks for popping
Hey!
in. He said his battery's not included.
What's up, dude?
I'm glad you don't have those batteries included because you don't need them.
Hey, thanks for hanging out, Robert. Appreciate it, man. All right, guys. Let's wrap
Thanks,
it up.
y'all.
Thank you all so much for watching. We'll catch you next time.
Peace,
Love
guys.
you.